So I want to talk about the procedure differences between a one surface filling and a two surface filling. The main difference is that if the two surface filling involves the interproximal, which is the space where you floss in between, like right here, see how the cavity is right there? All right, imagine these two teeth next to each other. All right, the cavity is right in between where you would floss right through. You would need to use a matrix band or some sort of band during the filling process. But for a single surface filling like this, you don't need a band. You could just fill it in right away. So the purpose of the band is to prevent the filling material from bonding to the adjacent teeth. Because before we put in the white filling material right here, right? We actually need to apply bonding to the tooth, right? Universal adhesive. So we will apply bonding to all the tooth surface, and then we put the filling material in. If we don't use a band, what will happen is, you put the bonding in there, it's gonna go into there, it's gonna touch the tooth next to it, and then by the time you finish the filling, you will not be able to floss through it because the two teeth will be bonded together literally, right? So the purpose for using the band is when we put the band on the tooth there, you see how it isolates the in between area from the one next to it. So when you apply the bonding and you put the filling, right, it will not bond to the tooth next to it. Okay, so that is the entire purpose of using a band for the two surface filling. And as you can imagine, for like a single surface filling like this, you see how the filling is just on the side there. We don't really need to put a band on there because it has its own natural tooth structure that kind of acts like a band, right? So I could put another tooth next to it, right? Even there, you could fill it in, bond it all you want. It's not gonna affect the tooth next to it, and you'll still be able to floss afterwards. So once again, right, the main difference between the one surface filling and the two surface filling is that the two surface filling, it requires the use of a matrix band, and because of this additional step involved, right, it will take more time, and it'll also cost you a little more because you're using additional supplies to finish this filling. So that's the main difference between a one surface filling and a two surface filling.